My name's Jason, and today in this video we're going to be talking about traveling overseas as a military contractor or a overseas contractor, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be a very short video. It's going to be a very simple video, and because there's not much to talk about it really, but I just want to give you some knowledge and prepare you guys for traveling overseas. So you got the job. If you're going overseas to become an overseas contractor, how do you get overseas? Well, there's usually two ways. You're going to either go by boat or by plane. Now, I don't know the maritime of things, how companies do all that, so I don't know the process of going on the boat and getting off the boat. I assume you have to go through security and have your documents to get on the boat, and then you have to go through additional security when you get off the boat. Usually in maritime, like security, for example, transporting from one country to the next, like the United States to Europe or to like Africa, takes between 10 days to 2 to 3 weeks. So you're gonna be on the ship for a while, but I mean, I don't have any experience working on ships, except for when I was in the Marines. But other than that, on a civilian ship, I don't know. Now, for the most part, in most contractors, you're going to be traveling by plane, right? I can tell you a few things about that. So usually, you know, like I went from Virginia to like Israel or to Afghanistan. You know, those flights are a long time. They can last from 8, 10, 12, 15 plus hours, right? They suck. And I'm not good at sleeping on planes. So for you, it can be different. I know some people can just knock out real quick and others cannot. But if you can't, like me, then you're going to need some entertainment, right? So I'm going to give you a few tips, a few things that you need to bring. One, bring a sleeping pillow, like one of those small little neck pillows, very comfortable. They'll help you sleep better. And then number two would be like your phone, right? That's going to be your main entertainment device, okay? So on your phone you can have like music, games, and books, right? You can spend hours on those things, so you can knock a few hours off by using your phone. If you want to bring an iPad or a computer, like a laptop, even better. Like I used to play like Civilization 6 on my laptop on the plane, so that game takes weeks to accomplish just one game. So I can spend hours on a plane ride playing Civilization 6. But you can play whatever game you want, I don't care. You can watch movies on there and stuff, and so you need to gather a bunch of things so you can waste time. So it's a long flight. I encourage you guys to talk to people around you. Don't be afraid, but remember, OPSEC, OPSEC, OPSEC. Do not give away important information. Do not give away secret information. Do not talk about like the weapons you're going to use. Don't talk about the base. Don't really try not to say the name of your company. And don't talk about the specific location of where you're going to do your contract at, right? You can talk about the country. You can talk about, you know, hey, I'm there to do security, right? Just don't go into deep detail. You can get in a lot of trouble. And also, you don't know who you're talking to. You could be talking to a terrorist. You could be talking to someone that can mention something to someone else, and then they get that information to an enemy, which then goes against, you know, American interests. So be careful what you say and who you talk to, all right? But typically, you know, when you travel by plane from like one state to the next in the United States, you have to go through TSA. When you go overseas, not only have to go through TSA in the United States, but you're going to have to go through the security in the home country. So for example, I went from Israel to Germany and then to the United States. So I had to go through Israel security, then I had to go through Germany security, and finally the security in the United States. Even though I'm a US citizen, I had to deal with all the BS and go through all the security like anyone else, right? Nations are very protective of their people and country, okay? So it's typical, it's normal, so don't be scared and freaked out. Oh, I'm gonna go through security and all that stuff. It's not a big deal, right? Now, the worst experience I've had in a country going through security is Israel. I had more problems trying to leave the country than entering the country, which is kind of weird. But, you know, when I was in the airport, I got dropped off. I was on my phone with my grandmother, and security personnel came up to me, asked for my passport, asked me to get off the phone. They asked me a bunch of questions, and that was it. Then when I went to go check in, they asked me more questions. And then they had me step on the side, ask me additional questions, and it looks like they were gonna like get their like manager or whatever to talk to me as well. And I told them, hey, I'm on a special mission. I don't work in Israel. I'm on a special mission. So like, leave me alone, okay? I'm trying to go back to the United States. And so they let me through. Then I had to go through regular security, but I guarantee you, their eyes were on me. And you know, it's going to be difficult when you go through these countries, especially Israel. And you know how the situation is with Israel right now, and they have some top-notch security there. But anyways, that's pretty much the video. There's not much to talk about. I said it's very simple. You're going to either go by boat or by plane to your contractor overseas, and it's going to take days or many hours to travel over there. So be prepared. If you have any questions, answer or ask in the comments, and please watch our future videos. Thank you.